then I'll just pass it to you.
Okay, yeah, right.
And then you know when to talk and that. That's cool. I'll just do a quick check. Check. Give us a sound. Check.
Check.
Beautiful.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Get excited.
Check. Yep.
Beautiful. They're going to text us when we go live, so because I've got to do a bit of this back-end stuff as well. So, did you have to do it last time? Did you?
Yeah, they gave us like the scoreboard. We could count to make sure the score right.
Oh, that was for over there, was it? Yeah. Well, I'm not. No, this is for our.
I meant getting out immediately.
So you can't see it. Sorry, we haven't got much room.
Yeah, we want to see the grand final.
So it's Fiji
How come
running back. I think. White and blue. So both teams are coming? Are they waiting for my whistle? Or they're coming? What? Fiji are coming. Go stand back here with me, guys. So we can go behind.
Well, welcome everybody to the very special match here between the Hunter women's representative side versus Fijiana, and it should be a very good side. We'll quickly go through the squads with our guest commentators there, as they'll introduce yourself to the world, ladies.
Thank you. I'm Sarah from Waratah Rugby.
And I'm Jen Morley from Waratah Rugby also.
The Hunter team today, we've got Tammy Clay, Carla Anderson, Teresa Wilmoose, Danelle Campbell, Teresa
Nukdal.
Jessica Church, Hayley M, Annika Jameson, Talia Goldsmith, Danielle Fruin, Maya Stewart, Sonetta Mans, Naomi Medlin, Liz Kennedy, Maddie Ingham, Jade Wilson, Steph
Kumovic.
Yep. Mel Witt, Leilani Nathan, Nicole Nathan, Emma Bradford, Annika Butler, and Lupe
Nagachubai. So from the Fijiana side, we have starting from our... Sorry, just a bit of tech diff here. Okay, we're good to go. So starting from our type 5, we've got Leilani Burns, who is our co-captain, Latia Marama, Isiteri Ulikiobo, Okasita Ravato, Lucia Dakuwanga, Joma Robuti, Serima Lewenequila, who's also the co-captain as well this game. We have Siriana Nagata Level, Lucili Tamoe, Merawalasi Rocco Ono, Cecilia Namataseri, Mela Matana Tabu, Latiana Lawadro, and Wasina Levere. And fullback, we've got Roella Rodina Voni.
Yeah, certainly some big names out there, not just in stature, but in length as well for our viewers out there, as we see the two sides come onto the field in unison out there. And the traditional TP, as we call it on Bar TV Sports, out there in the middle from the Fijiana girls. Of course, on Bar TV Sports, we have covered the Fijiana side last week against the Brumbies. I don't know if you girls saw that, but it was a very good game.
Very good game. The Fijian girls were absolutely amazing during that ACT game. Very strong and very powerful runners at the front.
Yeah, they did seem to play in a way of 7, so I'm hoping, depending on this game, hoping they do fix that for this game, so that way the Hunter girls don't run up on them and cut them off. Yeah.
Yeah, certainly. As you see the handshakes there. Now, for the Hunter women's team, of course, you ladies obviously know a lot about this side playing in the local competition. Who do we have to watch out for here?
Well, there are a few to watch out for. In the backs, there's our up-and-coming debuter, who is May Stewart. Very fast, very quick, coming from netball and touch. Then we also have Talia Goldsmith, who is playing 9 at the moment. It's just experience based off that. And also in our forwards, Tammy Clay, as we all know, she's what we call the old bull. She's been here for quite some time, so experience is really going to be our gameplay for today.
And of course, highly represented by Meriwether Carlton and the Waratah side, two of the form teams in the competition. Of course, you ladies part of that setup as well. It'll be Fijiana here to kick off. They're playing in the white strip, running left to right. The Hunter women with the pink sleeves, pink socks, running towards the Market Town end here, and it's showtime here at number 2 Sports Ground. It's a nice deep kick.
Off to Annika Jameson, running off with the ball. Ooh, big hit.
Yeah, very good hit on Jameson, and you can expect a bit more of that. Nice little show and go there as they're driving up the field. That was Wilhelmus.
That's the old bull there.
Yeah, Tammy Clay, of course, playing from Meriwether Carlton side.
Very good hits by Fiji. Look at that.
Yeah, they're up in the faces at the moment, and it's going to be a tough one to get out of their own half as Frowned goes forward.
Now, been known that we've got Emma, who's also in there playing 8 for Fijiana. I've heard she's the player to look out for, strong, fast, and a very good ball carrier, so we'll see how she goes in defence.
We did notice one thing with the ACT game, and that was that Fiji won't contest the ruck if there's more than 3 players in there, but they're very quick up in the front. And as you can see from here, Hunter need to secure that ruck, and Fiji will hit them hard out wide.
Yeah. That's it. It's back to basics. Keep it clean, and that way we'll be able to move forward. But Hunter's still not making the line, still not moving forward.
Yeah, very good defensive speed by the Fijiana side, led by that lady there, Burns. She's been in everything so far, the prop forward. And that's a penalty well earned by the Hunter women's side.
Great work by the co-captains from Fijiana.
Great work by number 9, Talia Goldsmith there. Hunter need to make sure that they're cleaning out that ruck, otherwise Talia's not going to be able to get the ball out. But that was a very good penalty towards Hunter.
Now, kick off with Danielle Friend from Meriwether Carlton. Let's see how she goes. We heard she's got a golden foot, AG. Golden foot.
It'll be interesting to see how the combination between Goldsmith and Friend goes.
Ball is not out.
Yeah, well, you've put the mocker on her there, girls. And yeah, good, strong run. Radina Uni taking them forward.
Another player to look out for Hunter is number 6, Jessica Church. Maybe small, but is an absolute weapon when it comes to tackling any big forward. Essatiri
with a good run there, taking them up to halfway. And now they look to go wide, and this is where they're very dangerous here.
Yes.
Fijiana.
Off to
and
the
this could be all over as Namataseri going down the touchline. Good cover defence. Namataseri taken down about 5 metres out. Looking for runners, and they're stretching them.
And now with the co-captain.
Yeah, Burns.
Straight through Annika Jameson.
Yeah, she's had a good early start to the match.
Now this is where you can see if the Fijiana girls can hit that ball on the pass, they'll get straight through that.
Yeah, over the top there, and that one is easy as you like.
Yeah.
As a matter, Tanatabu goes over.
Hey guys, so we've got a try here by Fijiana, scored on the left wing, left far side.
What do you think one thing is that Hunter need to look for after that try, Jen?
Well, like I said before, they do need to just come up, and they are committing a lot of people to those rucks. And just by doing that, it's giving Fijiana that overlap. And that's what they need to prevent, that overlap that Fijiana has, because they have speed, they do have strength. So they just need to try to figure out a way to combat that.
Yeah. It was a great cover by the fullback from Hunter before Maddie Ingham with that almost try by Fiji, but coming back that way, yeah, I feel like the wingers and the fullback just need to make sure that they stay out wide.
Given that this team, Fijiana, has only been together for about a month of camp, it just really shows how dedicated they are to, or how much they love rugby, really, because they are showing it. Like, they're showing all these skills. All these, the Hunter girls, they played against each other for years. So Fijiana only been together for a month. It really shows they're meshing well together.
And here comes a kick from Fijiana. See if she can convert.
Yeah, it's number 10, Rocco Erno.
Yeah, 20 seconds now, White.
Very good sevens player as well.
Yeah, she's really good. Now you can see ref Nick Gold over there. He's been doing very well here with the NHRU for all our referees.
Yeah, he's in the Pathways program for the ARU, which is good, as well as young Drew as well. So that one waved away. So the score remains 5-0 in favour of Fijiana. This women's development side, they certainly started off with a blistering pace, both attack and defence. How do you think the Hunter women can come back from this?
I think Hunter women need to look at securing that ruck. The Fijiana then, for probably about 4 or 5 phases, contested that ruck quite well. Hunter just need to run forward, making sure that they're taking the ball forward and not fading out sideways.
Well, this is a very good
Another
run.
strong hit by
What? Yeah, it's their captain.
Emma. Emma's got that ball straight through. Now it's that hesitation there that may slow them down, but look with this pace.
Yeah, the dummy thrown, and
that's good
They
hit
off.
by Maya Stewart. The ball is lost, so Fijiana should stumble that ball. Unlucky.
That was a great hit by Maya Stewart. Their first year playing rugby, 15s rugby with Waratah this year. It was an awesome hit.
yeah, very good. And they're certainly leaving no account for themselves out there. A good account for themselves. The Hunter women's side, good defence. They earned themselves the penalty, and they're 10 out from halfway. So what would you like to see off the back of this line out here? First line out for the Hunter women.
I am excited about this line out. Annika Jameson is probably one of the best jumpers in the league. That was a great line out, and let's hopefully see that the backs can stay deep, get some depth, and get out wide.
They are cutting it too close, so they should spread it. They should really depend on their wingers, but I'm assuming they're trying to keep it close that way to prevent, rucks being won over by Fijiana.
Yeah,
Good hit.
Medlin that time gets them going forward, and this is better stuff by the Hunter women. Oh, that is some brutal defence out there.
Yeah, Trizzy Nugatawa's lost the ball. It's onto the 5 for Fijiana, and they spread that ball. It's a bit of a sketchy pass, but she's cleaned that up.
Had a better arc than the Harbour Bridge, that one, as it goes over the top, and they clean up on the far side.
Good contest, well won. Just knock on both
A little
ways
knock on
guys.
there.
Knock on both ways. No, stun.
Quick tap. No,
Done.
taking it back. Would have been a good tap and go if Fijiana got a little bit more settled. Hunter were not ready for that with all their backs turned.
It's still early in the game, so we'll see how they pick it up. But I really feel like if they don't pick it up, they're probably going to get left in the backtracks there. Let's see how the scrums go.
Yeah, first scrum of the match. It'll be an interesting affair. Of course, the Hunter women's side, they've certainly worked on the set piece. Talking to the coaching staff and indeed the players at the wonderful breakfast they had the other morning. It was nice to be treated to that.
Yes, they did. The Fijiana girls actually sung their national anthem for us as well, so it was really, really lovely. Even though they scared us quite a little bit. Yeah, they scared us quite a bit.
The national anthem, it was lovely to hear, and we did a little clip of it up on Bar TV Sports. So here comes the feed.
Danny, we're offside.
Okay.
So coming across field now, they're playing quite laterally, and this
Good
could
hit
be
by
trouble
Megan.
here. No, but the Hunter women
Sinetta.
come across. Oh, that's a lovely little chip ahead. Can she regather? No, as they
Good little chip.
get the ball on the line. That's a penalty advantage, though, so it'll be a penalty. Offside.
I really think we need to watch out for this Maricina, the winger for Fijiana, doing very well, number 14.
Popping the ball over the top. A little short side play as they're a couple of metres out now. They're driving forward. Looking to get the ball down over the line. Have they got their bodies under it? I think they have, and that's great defence by the Hunter women's side. I think Annika underneath that one, the number 8.
We've got Annika as well as Tammy Clay, both under that ball. That would have hurt slightly.
Of course, also working in the admin office for the NHRU.
She
Doing
is,
a great job.
She is promoting women's rugby across Newcastle and the Hunter, trying to get more women involved in rugby.
Yeah, she's been very proactive, getting radio hosts such as Sophie Tiller on board, help out with women's rugby. She's a real multitasker.
Ball coming, stay on.
Should be more involved. Nice little show
great
and go
line
play.
run.
That is, as you said, a lovely line. And Levadrao gets over the line
Lovely
for a beautiful
pass.
try.
Yeah.
Unlucky tackle there by Jessica Church, but great line run by Fijiana.
So Loa Drea just went straight through. She just saw that line, saw those gaps. And again, it's really back to that line of defence
90
and
seconds.
trying to
a
shut
minute
them
and a
down before they do get that
half.
speed.
If the wind is playing a factor, you can get one of your teammates to come hold the ball.
If Hannah
Try and
can
do it
just
that way.
sort of
That
maybe
way,
compress a little bit more
don't
around the
run
ruck,
forward.
possibly would stop line running like that happening. But ultimately, the Fijiana girls are very powerful runners, and they're going to hit the line every time.
I do know that Jerry Mason, the
thanks.
coach of Hunter Women's, has been pushing for them to cover that 10, 20 and 30, so pillar post key. So seeing this, he'll probably chat with them and get them to be a bit more proactive around the ruck there.
And we heard the referee out there saying you can have help with the placement of the ball. It is quite windy here still.
Looking good,
Doesn't
mate.
show any signs of dying down, so may affect some of the set pieces too. Comes across and the flags go up.
Good kick. So we've got a converted try, Yep.
Yeah, converted try, so the score goes 12 points to 0.
And that's Rokuono with that converted try there. Now Hunter to kick.
I do like the set out of how Fijiana are standing at the moment, expecting the high ball and all being together.
Quick spread fired by Fijiana.
Yeah, looking to play around and play wide again, and they do just that. Coming up to halfway. Oh, that was a beautiful flick pass on the inside.
Lovely pass by Bulakiobo.
Matatana Tabu, the recipient of it. Short ball.
Strong hit.
Strong hit there against Danielle.
Rabuti it was.
Yeah, Rabuti with that strong hit.
Here's Burns.
The flankers on Fijiana are doing excellent jobs today.
Yeah, that's good support play as well as now they advance, and there's trouble here for the Hunter Women's as the dummy's thrown. This is where they proved costly last week against the Brumbies. Can she go over for a third? Is it a hat-trick? No, she'll pass inside. And it's a try to the fullback there. Rowella goes over.
Unfortunate miss tackle by Liz Kennedy, but similar to a lot of girls, she is also debuting as well.
Great palm there by Fijiana, though, to get that through. Hunter just need to stick those tackles and they'll be fine.
Yeah. They really need a number up as well. It seems like they're clustering when it comes to defence, but when it comes to attack, they're spreading thin.
Looking like Hunter's about to make a sub with Jade Wilson coming on. Probably one of my favourite forwards to watch. Powerful runner, big hitter, and can stick a tackle.
They could run in.
Yeah, interesting to see
Surely.
how they go. It is unlimited substitutions being a trial match here today.
It is, which will help the Hunter girls to have, obviously unlimited subs, and also for Fijiana coming off the back of an ACT game as well.
Don't mind the
They
purple.
did mention that they were a bit worried about how cold it will be,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I feel like
It looks pretty.
it's not even
Would've been better
affecting
with
them
black
in the
shorts.
slightest.
I'm not gonna
We're
complain.
watching
It
them in
looks alright.
the
They
previous match, the warm-up in behind
We know
the goal line there, and they looked pretty slick, and they didn't need too long to warm up, trust me.
I did see the Fijiana side the other day around Newcastle. It was a very cold day. I did feel sorry for them. I really think someone should have brought them over in summer, not in the middle of winter.
This was our plan.
Well, that one unsuccessful, and she done herself a bit of a hamstring over there. And she's back up. Maybe just not happy with the kick.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, this kind of wind, I don't think she'll be used to it. But she's doing really well, Rocano. Those passes, those pops that she's been doing to the flankers, they've been excellent.
Well, they certainly look dangerous every time they've had the ball.
Really paying off.
And obviously friends with a lot of the ladies out there playing. What were the nerves like before the game here today?
Very nervous. I was with Jessica Church, who was a bit nervous about this game. I said to her, you're probably one of the best small forwards to ever tackle bigger girls, so this will be your game.
Well, I feel like the morning breakfast yesterday, we maybe shouldn't have had it because it really set precedence for how they feel today.
Let's see how this scrum goes.
But it's a fantastic honour to be playing against this national side, for this Hunter women's side out here.
It's definitely a privilege, if anything. We're really happy that they've selected us to be one of the Australian teams that they verse. So we're really happy to have them in Newcastle.
Of course, Bruce Cook with that Oceania connection there, Newcastle connection. So definitely in facilities like this, certainly looking towards bringing the World Cup of rugby here to Newcastle as well, which would be fantastic.
Yes, there's the possibility of having the Women's World Cup here for 2019, I think it was. Yeah, it'd be great. And this is great for Newcastle Women's Rugby as well.
Oh, it definitely is, and certainly with participation and the growth of the game. I mean, you ladies have been around the game for quite some time. How much is, I guess, not just the standard, but facilities and, I guess, promotion of the game for you guys?
The promotion of the game has definitely stepped up in the last 2 years. Having at least 3 girls in the recent Wallaroo side has been amazing for Newcastle Rugby. But trying to keep women interested in rugby in Newcastle has been a little bit difficult with other codes, but hopefully with this Fijiana game we'll bring more people back in.
Well, that's another good, strong run out wide, looking for support, finding it forward, though, and dancing with the touchline there was Lavere, and
unlucky.
She looks like a handful as well on this wing, doesn't she?
I really feel like if they even did come to her, she would have been able to hold her ground just the way she stood. Yeah.
She danced with that touchline, and
another scrum. It'll be interesting to see a bit closer for us how the Hunter girls go.
So we do have our own international player called Danielle Campbell, straight from Canada. She's been a really great player, actually. She's been doing very well, showing us what the Canadians have to offer.
A good scrum there by the Hunter women's side. They've certainly held up, and Fiji, as I say that, earned the penalty. So
unlucky there by Hunter. Needed to get a little bit lower, I think, in the forward. They got lifted very early.
Coming up against an international quality pack, certainly they're not going backwards, that's for sure.
I feel Fijiana, they're just really dominant in the scrum, just because, like I said, they've got the strength, they've got the knowledge of where to move.
And that one's out.
Yeah, that one goes dead in goal. So looking for the quick restart here, and referee Nick Gall having a chat out there to the Hunter contingent. Someone not happy with something.
Come back. I'm on mark.
So they're going to take it all the way back as the ball went dead. It wasn't attacking.
That might be a Hunter penalty.
Yeah, they had the option as it went dead in goals.
As you can see, Fiji is really trying to intimidate the other opposition, pointing out their players. That's some real gameplay there. Mind games there. Hunter's penalty.
Yeah, penalty. Looking for the quick restart there. Goldsmith.
She's going for the kick.
Highly rated halfback in the Hunter.
Yeah, she does really well. For a tiny girl, she really dominates, especially when it comes to bigger players. They really underestimate her. I just feel like she just hasn't got that clean ball yet. So Annika Jameson, ball's lost on Churchill.
That one unfortunately not straight there, but they'll bring it back. It was the right call by the referee.
So going for the scrum, Fijiana scrum.
And this could be trouble here for the Hunter women, as they're very good off the set piece here.
They definitely are, definitely off their scrums. They just, either wing of Fijiana. We've got
fairly good short side here.
Or even if Radini Vuni.
Yeah, Ruella,
if she comes in, they will just be able to run around our girls right now.
It'll be interesting to see. They may well work this short side. But they go to the open and looking to play tight, nice little flat ball, good crash ball.
Great palm.
That is a very good run, isn't it?
Very good, very strong run by Luciana right there. The passing ball is the hands. The hands are getting there. They're playing simple plays here.
Yeah, very quick ball as well. They're getting it. Dominating at the breakdown, and here they come out wide.
Great hands by Seriano.
Cut down, a good defence by the Hunter women's side.
Axel offside, scrum white.
So that'll be a penalty.
Fijiana, yep.
You got time off in this? We'll see how it goes.
Was that offside off the ruck, they said?
Yes, he's going to blow a bit of time off as well.
Also, when Fijiana did run up, they did palm one of the girls in the Hunter on the face. It looks like she's just recovering from that. Like I said, strong runs from Fijiana.
Yeah, it wasn't she's having an absolute wow of a game, Lydiana Luedrow. And the scrum just about to be set. 17-0 the scoreline. Almost 20 minutes down.
Almost 20. Fijiana's form right now.
Yeah, well held scrum there by the Hunter side.
Ooh, loose ball.
Bouncing off, yeah, nice work, good pressure. So unable to handle the ball there.
Unlucky knock on by Mello.
Manatana Tabu going without the ball. Back from signing all your autographs?
Yeah, sorry about that. No, just talking to the Fijiana support team there. We've got a post-match event afterwards for the girls. So do a little bit of a presentation. Thank you them for coming over and hopefully make this an annual event.
Yeah, definitely one certainly to grow on as well. And I know.
That's a much better scrum from Hannah.
Yeah, that's a great scrum, wasn't it? Little chip over the top and looking for the winger. Had a good bounce, but just going over the top of the head. Unlucky.
They're going for that kick when...
Been touch there, guys. Been touch.
You got to try something. 17 nil down.
When it's not working, you try to fix it. That's what you try to do.
That's exactly right.
But
Jen, if you were out there, what's a tip you would be giving the forwards?
Number 5.
well, a lot of them, well, not at the moment, but a few of them aren't running up for that ball. But then again, we need possession of the ball to do that. So we really need to be hitting those rucks and stealing that ball. If not, staying in the 10 and hitting those players before the ball gets them. Because there's a lot of space. Like I said, Fijiana, they've got some sevens players, and they're sitting really deep. They're going hands from one player to the other. They're not cutting. So we should be running up, cutting their space out. But at the moment when we're not, we're matching players, which isn't working out.
So looking for a good exit here, the Hunter side. Just outside the 22. So they'll have to hit the ball up, and they look to do that. Friend just with a lovely little short ball, but the Fijian side reading it nicely and closing in the gap.
Great clean out.
Yeah, Liz Kennedy, good
from
run
Church,
too.
Jessica Church.
Coming off a wing there, Liz Kennedy to take some pressure off, and there's some pressure alleviated now as they find touch 40 out.
I spoke to Liz's mum, Janine, on the weekend up in Sevens, Hunter Sevens in Warhope, and she was just saying how this is her first time playing rugby and how great she's at it. Really, it's just a natural talent Liz has.
They're taking the line on. Oh, no, look past there. Dangerous and didn't come off, so Fijiana now attacking. They're 30 out. Good right foot step, inside ball. Now they look to advance it, and that's a big hit.
Great hit from Dinell.
Yeah, Burns almost running over the top of her, but
Yeah.
she did stop her.
No, that's not Dinell.
Now looking for the wide ball and not finding it. And that's a penalty to the Hunter women's side. Offside.
Good job there by Hannah. I think they just need to be running straight, each time running straight. Or put in the defence, also putting their hands around the ball to make sure that Fijiana aren't getting that ball off.
Similar to Danielle's Canada's hit on Emmy, a lot of the girls should try to hit a bit lower on the bigger girls, the forwards, because you just saw Burns just run straight through them because they're all aiming high. It's just not working.
So line out. They haven't really been able to get into the other half here, Hunter, so they've gone with a short option.
Jade does have a pretty good line out, but let's hope this wind doesn't affect her.
Well, that was flat and
Not a great line out.
not the best one, but anyway.
But she made up for it in that tackle.
Yeah, good tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like we said, if you make a mess, clean it up.
Oh, good run there.
Good run by Emmy there. Co-captain there with Burns.
Yeah, she had a good few words to say yesterday about the pride of the jersey and what it means for these Fiji ladies to represent the country, and they're certainly doing a good job of it, aren't they?
Yeah, they said it's not just country, it's family too. Family for each other. It's like what we say on Lilo and Stitch, Ohana means family.
There we go. So making over the 22.
Great bridging by Fijiana.
Oh, very
Fantastic
good
bridging.
clean out though by
Nice
the
work
Hunter
by
women.
Talia Goldsmith with that clean out.
Yeah, Goldsmith, the halfback, trying to get her forwards going, but they're going to have to do something here because it's 2-on-1. Oh, that's a lovely little pop pass there, and this will be a try Well done. Great lead up. And too easy.
Fantastic work by Fijiana. All they have to do is pop it off, keep it simple, and they're just doing it.
Way too easy of a try there for Fijiana. Hunter did have good cover out wide, but unfortunately that inside step just didn't help.
Yeah, Manatana Tabu, she goes over, so...
The surprising thing is that it was one of our flankers for Fijiana, so it was actually the captain, Emmy, who outran the backs for Hunter women. So I think they really need to pick up their speed in the back Hunter side.
So having a bit of a chat there to Burns. She's been the aggressor out there, I guess, today, hasn't she?
She has. All the girls for Fijiana have been playing absolutely amazing today, but I feel like her running skills, if she was to be running at us, Jen, what would you be thinking?
Avoid the palm. Her palm, like I think her palm is the size of my face. But that's what I'm saying. Tackle lower on the girls. It's common sense.
Yeah, if you risk the offload, and they can attack you from anywhere, and you're seeing it out there at the moment, the Fijiana side.
That's the thing, because if you do
go
low,
that's a lovely kick.
It is the offload, isn't it?
That was a great kick.
Raka Ono with the kick over, great work.
So the score 24-0 in favour of Fijiana.
Unfortunately for Hannah today, a lot of the time has been spent up in their defensive end. It would be great to see them get down to their 22 and see what they can be doing from there. They've got some skill in their backs. They just need to get the ball down there.
Yeah, they do need to start cutting it out to the faster backs. But like I said, it's like they've been trying to keep it close-knit, so that way it stops them losing the ball.
Good run there.
Great run
again.
by Emmy. Yeah.
She's one of the captains out there. Short ball not coming off. Again, the hands not sticking. We've got a bit of an injury out there.
We have the
doesn't look good.
Hunter 10, Danielle, down on the floor.
Yeah, Danielle Friend, she took a bit of a knock there. Should be okay.
What do you think of Emma's running? Emma is the number 8 for Fijiana.
Her running's been superb. I saw her in the ACT game, and she probably, I would say, at least made 4 or 5 breaks herself. But her running is always just straight and then offload straight away.
Yeah,
Exactly,
she's very big in stature as well.
Yeah.
Out there, she's probably the biggest out on the field and tough to put down.
They definitely are. All the Fiji girls are great athletes. I actually saw them this week. They were training, doing some training down here at number 2, preparing for today's game. And they're also doing some work at pinpoint as well. And their stature themselves is just, they're very tall, they all look like athletes, and they're very, very strong. So I'm not surprised that their running is through the roof.
This is probably the best time for Hannah to really, get together and start talking themselves up, motivating each other, and hopefully getting back in the game, because Fijiana does seem to be running over them, but we're halfway here. Might as well just, clear the slate and get started again.
It is a little bit harder for the Hunter girls. I mean, they are all coming from 4 other clubs together, but they have played together in previous years, and they did just come from the country championships as well.
Here comes Emma Bradford to sub in for Danielle. Emma Bradford's one of our under-18 girls. This is her debut for 15s, Hunter. She's been doing really well in 7s for Hunter. And to be honest, watching her play, she's really strong, but we'll see how she goes against an experienced team such as Fijiana.
Yeah, she's certainly been around, and shake of the head as she comes off the field, but we're back to scrum time here. Clock restarts. And 24-0 is the score at the moment.
With a scrum for Hunter. So let's see if they can actually move the Fijian team backwards and take some of that ground together.
Well, it's the first time the Hunter women have been in the Fiji half. Let's see what they can do with it as the ball comes out across field and set piece play.
Great ball by Emma. Emma's running that ball.
Driven into the ground face first. She'll get a bit of skin off there.
I did tell her to protect the money maker, but she seems to not do that. Great ball out by Sonetta as well from Maitland. As I said before, they seem to be keeping it short, but if you can cut it long so our backs can do some magic, that'll be great.
Here comes a big run by Jade Wilson.
Yeah,
Great leg comp there.
Good run by Wilson, getting them up and drawing the penalty as well. So Hunter women.
Hands in that ruck.
Quick tap taken. Goldsmith looking for runners. Finds a runner there in Medlin. And
Great
up to the 22. is better stuff here by the Hunter women as they drive towards the try line.
So if they really utilise Naomi right now, she's one of their strongest runners if she plays it smart. So let's hopefully they get to use her a bit more often. Good clean out by the Fijiana forwards.
Yeah, nice work there.
Penalty to Fijiana. Unlucky there by Hannah. Just needed probably one or two more girls to be in there to clean out quicker, and they would have held that.
Definitely.
So drawing the penalty, Fijiana. 24-0 the scoreline. Of course, the game brought to you by Bar TV Sports. Get in the game with Bar TV Sports. And if you're interested in our coverage, contact us at Bar TV Sports. Like us on Twitter, Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel. 20 minutes down in the match.
Right now, for me, because I play hooker for Waratah, I really find that Burns, Marama and Essie are doing great with their scrums. They're the top 1, 2 and 3, and they're just in every ruck. I can see them hitting every ruck. For forwards, they're extremely fit.
Yeah, a little short side play here.
Great
now.
ball there out
Let's
to the
see
wing.
the pace. No, the Hunter women come across.
Great tackle there by Maya Stewart.
Yeah, Stewart did really well, didn't she?
She's off it again.
Very good sevens player too, Stewart.
Very, very good. And actually a sprinter as well. First year playing rugby 15s, and she's doing absolutely superb.
Yeah, we've seen her, of course, on our Bar TV Sports coverage for our Summer 7 series, and she lights it up wherever she goes.
She does. She's a big bag of sunshine, and her parents and family actually is here supporting her. They're really happy and actually a bit worried, but I feel like she's doing fine.
Yeah, she's certainly holding her own, and coming across there in cover, it was a brilliant desperation tackle. Goldsmith.
Great pick up by Goldsmith.
Slammed to the ground.
Bit of a messy line out there by Hannah, but let's hopefully they can get it back.
So another scrum here, out in the middle.
I can see Hunter's scrum has become a tad bit stronger. Do you think it's from the addition of Jade? Like, I feel like they're holding their own a bit more.
Yeah, Jade definitely adds a little bit of something into the scrum. And you got Annika Jameson back at 8, who's fantastic there as well. Just got it.
Oh, that's a very good scrum. Tight head.
Brilliant scrum
Goldsmith now gets it out. Here come the Hunter women. Medlin goes wide.
And wide.
And just not getting on the outside there. Good defence by Fiji. They came across in cover. Now they go the short side. Maybe a little bit isolated. Putting their head down and getting up towards halfway.
Look at that clean out by Emma Bradford again. Cleaned out 2 rucks, all in that whole minute there.
Yeah, good piece of play. Smart piece of play there by Hunter. Keeping it in tight at the moment. Good counter-rucking though by Fiji. They force the turnover. Now they go wide.
There.
Here comes Burns. Burns attacking. Losing the ball. Good tackle.
Great tackle by Treason Uthal. This is also, she's taken a 10-year break, sabbatical, but now she's back. Oh, interception by Naomi Medlin.
Yeah, Medlin, she's lifted a game in the last 5 minutes. She's getting involved in everything, and now
Hannah
there's
just needs to get a
Annika.
little bit deeper on that running onto the ball. Fijiana are so quick off that from that mark that they're actually hitting Hannah before they get the ball.
Not only that, these girls, when they go into bridge, they're resting their heads. It's almost like they're hanging, so Hannah really need to stand aggressive and look alert.
Well, certainly playing above their age, some of these ladies out there. It's a very young Hunter women's side. Of course, there is a couple of veterans in there too, but certainly they've picked it up in the last 5 minutes and really attacking this Fijiana side now, coming up to halfway.
Hannah doing a lot better here, as you can see. Just need to be a little bit wide. They're a bit flat there. Naomi Medlin standing just a bit too flat of Sonetta. But other than that, they're doing a lot better than they did in probably the first 10 minutes.
Well, this could be trouble here. They've lost about 20 metres, 30 metres even.
Fullback Maddie's got the ball.
But they've done well to consolidate that ball there. And now Fijiana looking to counter-ruck, and they do just that.
They've won that ball.
Yeah, play on, and now this is going to be real trouble. It's 2-on-1 out wide. But in the end, I thought the tackle was made, but it wasn't.
Unfortunate by Liz Kennedy, and now they've scored again.
Yeah, they go over for another try here. Fijiana open up, counter-attacking. They were on the back foot there, but the class shone through, and they get another try.
And that's a try by their 9 Samoy. She was actually pretty quiet at the breakfast, but I feel like she was just taking in all our strategies and using them right now. So.
Hunter's backs just need to make sure that they're setting a little bit wider off in attack and in defence. They had a great scrum before they got it back, but just need to be a little bit further apart so they could actually run the ball a little bit further.
Yeah, I feel like Hunter has picked up their game, though. You know, like I said, clean slate, try again. Clean slate, try again. If you let this get you down, then it just stops your play. So hopefully, I did see some fire there, especially from Nomi. Like we were told that she was getting more active, like being more active in the play. So I'm hoping they can use her a bit more, especially Maya as well. Start spreading
When you
it
get
wide.
the chance on the run back, when you get the chance on the run back, just have a chat to Blue Skipper about the high tackles. Yeah, 14. Right.
Yeah, so talks of a high tackle out there from the Hunter women's side, but nothing to see. Referee
Good call. Good pick up.
Nick Gall doing a very good job out here, young referee involved in the ARU pathways, or Rugby Australia as it's now known.
He's definitely one of the favourites among the Hunter Rugby Union teams. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
Said with a big smile on your face.
Oh, he's just so adorable, isn't he?
Oh, that's a lovely kick.
Good conversion there.
Rocco Ono for her converted kick. Again, she's doing so well. I was a bit worried her calf might be playing up in the cold, but it looks fine to me.
Yeah, blistering pace. She did have a bit of attention down there on a previous kick, so it looks like she's run it out.
Now, I don't know if you know from the Hunter team, we've got Toby McGann here running the water.
Yeah, assistant coach, and we had a chat to her at the breakfast on Bar TV Sports, and looking to make it a bit more of a permanent role as Fijiana now counter-attacking.
Well, we've got a break.
Of course, former Wallaroo, great experience to have in the side.
Yeah, it's one of the best to have one of them to help us out. So that ball is Hunter women's penalty. Talia Goldsmith with the run. She's quick on her feet.
Yeah, nice work.
And that's Annika with the ball.
Yeah, Annika Jamison getting taken down. Good backing up, and
yeah,
she's copped a bit of treatment here. The NHA use Annika Jamison, but she's get back up.
She is just
to her
really
feet now.
resilient. She's really resilient. That's one of the reasons that a lot of the girls respect her within our community, because of her resilience to not stay down.
And now good counter-rucking.
Oh,
No, it hasn't been turned over.
Carla
Anderson
with the ball.
Yeah, Carla Anderson taking it forward. And now they pick and drive.
Now, I do know her son Xavier didn't come watch her today. That's not good, Xavier. Sonny's over here, really disappointed in you. Other than that, the Hunter Women's has gotten another penalty. So that's for a knock-on.
Yeah, a little knock-on there.
Do you guys hear that? It's the Fijiana talk as well.
Yeah,
They've been really talking. Hunter seems so quiet.
Yeah, they're certainly
I can
very
barely-
vocal out there, aren't they?
They are very vocal. I wish the Hunter girls would possibly move this ball into the middle a little bit more and maybe see how they could go up the middle. They seem to be sort of hitting on one side.
Now, Fijiana just mauled over that scrum.
Yeah, that's
They just pushed the Hunter girls
Yeah,
out of the
that's a good
way.
scrum.
Yeah. It's just that talk really hypes the team up, and Hunter really need that. Fijiana is using it, and now look at them.
Yeah, certainly plenty of back slaps there. That was a good scrum. The backs will be pleased with that. Just to get some good ball up the field. Oh, finding touch. I thought maybe it would have come off the foot there, but in the end they find about 30 metres, 35 metres.
Yeah. Great kick.
So playing the full 40 here tonight as well.
Yeah, we probably won't be used to that because within our competitions here in Newcastle, we do play a tad bit less, so about 30 to 25 depending on the team.
Yeah, so fitness may come into it. We saw certainly in the second half of the Brumbies match last week, the Fijiana second half, it was blistering, it was brilliant. So certainly the fitness not only comes naturally, but you can say they're from a world-class program at the moment.
Definitely think their fitness is showing today. They haven't made a sub yet, whereas Hunter have made two. But their fitness today, running onto the ball, the defence, everything.
I guess when you're playing for something, like we said, they're playing for country, family, whatever, each other. It's just that that combination there would let anyone keep playing for a 4.
Yeah, that's a good scrum again. That's
Good scrum.
almost verging on the brink of a little bit dangerous as they collapse there.
I'm not too sure what's happening in the tight 5 there, but they probably need to look at that, which they will definitely be talking about.
It's definitely the breakaways not pushing. It's always
Great
the
tackle
breakaways.
there by Emma Bradford.
Good work by Emma in combination with Naomi.
So taking forward now, Fijiana. Quick ball out the back. Here's Burns.
Now we can see a few of the
big
forwards.
tackle. That's a
We
great
can
hit.
see a bit of the forwards. They're lagging at the back for Hannah. And look, when it comes to Fijiana,
Well, it opens up here, and there's support. Finding the support, stepping off the right, and that's as good as you'll see as a Bullet Kyobo goes over for a try.
Like I said, those tight 3, the tight 5 are doing just fine.
It's also that second runner as well. Fijiana seem to have one person who runs the hole, another person who's running the line, and then there's always 2 options either side. And Hannah just can't seem to cover that. It's brilliant work by Fijiana.
Yeah, the support is amazing. Yeah.
Into the shed for half. Yeah, there's a game going on, isn't there?
Aggressive.
Game at half time, what I was doing, so yeah.
Aggressive running by the Fijiana, and you saw the step there. And boom, that's a good try, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about the speed?
The speed, I know, that's what I mean. Like, the speed on these forwards could compete with our backs right now, which is, like, I'm not diminishing what we've got, but I'm saying that's astounding coming from Fiji.
It's a little bit hard coming from a Hannah competition where we don't sort of have that higher level of competition. The speed and the strength of the Fijiana side is probably something that some of these Hannah girls have never played against. But it's good experience for them, it's good exposure, and so hopefully next year that makes them a little bit better.
Exactly right. Something to aim for. Like we said, we're trying to open up rugby within our community, expand it. So just seeing a game like this, girls would want to be like this.
And there's a great conversion there again by Fijiana.
Yeah, Rocco with that
game-
converted try.
The game goes into half time. They will be half-hour halves. I think that's been called just pre-game. It was a good half. Who do you think was best on field, ladies?
Well, for Fijiana, majority of them. We've got the co-captain, Rocco Ono has done really well with her passes, and also with Emma the 8, doing fantastic work, and Burns. They're just leading their team. When it comes to Hunter, like you said, Annika's been up and down the field, throwing her body in front of those big tacklers, and it's really showing. Also, Maya Stewart, she's been doing excellent work with her tackles, but it really depends on what Jerry has to say to these girls to pick them up and pep them up.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see what Jerry and Toby McGann come out with at the halftime for the girls.
Yeah, certainly we're going to have a little brief break here on Bar TV Sports, but enjoy the halftime entertainment out there as the junior girls have a little bit of a run around and have a match.
The junior talent that's coming out of the Hunter at the moment is amazing. We had over the summer a sevens program for under 15s, under 17s, and it was fantastic. The quality and the level of sevens rugby coming from these juniors is just through the roof.
Yeah, it certainly is, and it's great for young ladies coming through. Of course, being an Olympic sport and so many more opportunities around the world, it's certainly something that's definitely worth encouraging young kids to get into.
Absolutely. We're hoping that the sevens program will push the girls into the 15s for the winter comp. The more that the girls enjoy their sevens and the more that they thrive towards 15s will only help grow the club. We've got some outstanding sevens players in the Hunter. We've got a few girls going up to the UNE competition next weekend.
Yeah, that will be with the young girls. Will be Leilani Nathan. She's a pair actually. They're twins, but they're both up and coming. They're both doing great in both sevens and 15s. You'll see them soon in the second half, and we'll see how they go.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a lot of the sevens girls don't tend to come across to 15s, so it'll be really good to hopefully after the junior sevens this year and next year, those girls transition into 15s, so we can build the 15s club at the Hunter.
Well, similar to the men's, they have a juniors team before they go to division. We just don't have that base to come from. So it's really good to have juniors, whether sevens, whether tens, just somewhere to come from. So that way we have, like you said, a bigger foundation and more to come from. So I'm really hoping all this talent coming from our youth will help us expand. And
of course, with Rugby Australia, definitely listening in to the broadcast as well. There's obviously the University Sevens as well. There's a University in Newcastle, so maybe Mr. Whitaker, if you're listening in out there, you can potentially put a Newcastle side forward for that one too.
Yeah, well, we've got 4 girls in the Hunter going up to UNE next week. We've got Tali Goldsmith, Bobby Law, Jessica Church and Maya Stewart going up.
And also Leilani Nathan.
And Leilani as well. So hopefully with that, Newcastle can get a 7th side in the university.
Yeah, definitely, and it was a very good competition as well. We, of course, followed the NRC last year, and there's a couple of pre-game tournaments as well. So definitely very exciting rugby, and the pathways certainly growing stronger. We're going to take a quick break on Bar TV Sports and come back with all the second half action. The score 38-0, but we expect a big showing in the second half from the Hunter women's side.
Fingers crossed.
Well, welcome back, everybody, and what a lovely display, a fine display of junior rugby out there at halftime. Of course, welcome to everybody tuning into Bar TV Sports, not only in Newcastle and Australia, but indeed around the world.
Yeah, Bula Nisa Bula to all the Fijian listeners. Hope you guys are really proud of how your girls are playing. They're really, like I said, convincing win against ACT, and at the moment they're doing exceptionally well.
Yeah, they certainly are doing exceptionally well. 36-0, is it? 38-0, sorry. My eyes are getting weaker as I get older.
Oh, mine too. I can't see the scoreboard from here.
Oh, and it's right in front of me. I can't even see it.
It's so bright. Yeah.
But a very good account in the first half, certainly led by the fly half, Rokanonu. She was very good, wasn't she? She certainly led. She led the attack, got them on the front foot, and indeed Burns as well, the number one. She certainly drove them forward.
Burns was probably my favourite in that last half, with her line running and just absolute power through anything.
I feel like Emma is really the number 8. She's just doing, like I said, exceptionally well. Cause
every time she gets the ball.
Yeah, I feel like she's either carrying 4 people or she's running through 4 people. So either or, she's winning.
So here come the two sides, led by Burns, coming out on the field, and great opportunity for some low 5 action by those Hunter women's junior sides out there. And it's going to be a big half. Of course, only half-hour halves. They changed that just before kick-off on us. And
yeah, we normally play 35-minute halves in the Hunter comp, so 30-minute halves not surprising. I'm thinking at halftime, Jerry Mason would have had big chats to the forwards. What do you think, Jen?
Yeah, definitely has. Leading out the Hunter women's team is the captain, Hayley Am. This is her first year as captain for her entire country to Hunter experience.
She's been very good as well. She's certainly pulled off some big hits out there. Both sides in defence have pulled off some very, very good hits out there.
Yeah, Hunter's just got to keep the ball in their hands and try and get it to their 22. I think, though, this half they may be looking at trying to drag it back into the forwards and not send it out wide.
So here we go now, kick-off. And it is indeed showtime here on Bar TV Sports. Coming into the second half, and a good run, the defensive line. Good
hit by Tammy Clay, the old bull.
Yeah, she's been around for quite some time. I think she was even playing when I was a junior.
Tammy has been around, but she's a great leader. She's very vocal. If there's anyone on their screen at the moment, it's definitely Tammy. I remember my first time playing with Tammy. Was a little bit scared.
So penalty to Hunter. Fiji holding the ball in. So let's see what Hunter has to do, has planned for the Fijiana team.
That's
out. Nice kick.
Great kick by Talia Goldsmith.
Yeah, great distance, getting them about 10 metres out there. So this will be an interesting. They have to nail this throw. Wilson, as you mentioned, very good exponent of the line outs. And that's a good throw off the top to Jamison. Now, as they go wide, the long ball floats out. Fijiana under a bit of stress for the first time here today.
Great step by Emma Bradford. With this kickoff, I'm hoping they keep up this defence. The defence, I don't think you saw it, but they were just running up to Fijiana, so I'm hoping they keep it consistent throughout the whole game.
Yeah, certainly. Jerry Mason, probably one of the things he would have discussed, just hold your own out there. And they certainly have done that, haven't they, in defence? There's been some big hits, as I was saying before, from both sides of the ledger out there today.
No changes to the tight 5 there with this scrum, which is probably a good thing. I would like to see Steph and Teresa come back on. Great in the scrum.
Oh, yes, Klimovic, yeah, she's the only Wanderers to represent in the Hunter squad, and yeah, she is really strong.
Well, Medlin trying the left foot step, put all the weight on it, but it was red, and the gap closed up for her. So now they advance the ball out wide. Jade Wilson, good run. So this is looking dangerous here for the Fijiana side. Will they concede some points? But again, getting up in the line. That time was Marimar, the hooker for the Fijiana side, leading them up. They look like they may be creeping up a little bit offside here, Fijiana on the right. And they got up very quick.
Good run by Church, and nice clean out. Annika, and also from Canada,
good hit, Burns.
Danielle. Burns has been in every tackle as just me.
Amazing.
That was 5 tackles she was in, just herself.
There they go, crossfield kick now. There's a bit of space out wide, turning around.
Good
Fijiana.
take there by Fijiana. Good idea there by...
Lavere it was on the far side.
Yeah, Good idea, Dave.
Yeah, trying to get over the head and saw the winger was up and
Probably if they do kick it but have a bit more distance, that'll be great. But yeah, it was a really good idea to do that.
yeah, probably aiming for the corner was probably the better option. It went across field. I don't know if it was mistimed, but it's certainly. They've drawn the penalty now, and the quick tap
Talia
taken.
Goldsmith.
This will be a try to the Hunter women's side.
Great quick tap and go by Talia Goldsmith.
So I don't know if you know this, but Talia, every game she does play, she tends to tap and run straight away, and it does. It's pulled off.
It was very good, wasn't it? She tapped and run that time. So the first try for the Hunter women's side, and the crowd goes up.
It's great vision there by Tar. Always is looking for the quick tap and go, but in that case, Fijiana was flat. They weren't expecting it at all, and she just went straight through.
Maybe it's that kind of reaction. The awareness, like I said before, is they do need to do that in order to overcome this team.
Well, it's so quick, even the Bar TV Sports production crew didn't follow it.
I think he's sleeping on the job. Should we fire him?
No, definitely not. He's done a great day. He's done a big day. He's been here from 10 o'clock this morning covering everything on Bar TV Sports, which is what we do. So
Exceptionally good. Now, Talia Goldsmith has put Hunter Women's on the map, so that's good. Let's see how they go from here.
she certainly has put them on the map. And the wind out there, you can see, causing havoc with the ball on that kicking tee.
Yeah, Danielle from Merriweather going for that kick. Like I said, she's got a golden foot at the moment. It hasn't been shown, but fingers crossed it's working out for her for this half.
So here she is, Fran. She strikes it nicely, and the flags go up.
Good job there by Hannah. I think they stay composed and look for a bit more of a vision. They should be fine this next half.
So Fijiana, for the first time there, we saw them under pressure, and they took their eyes off the ball, so to speak, and a very good try by Goldsmith. And she's a very good player, isn't she, Goldsmith?
She is good.
Being from sevens, they need to be used to these kind of quick plays, especially Talia. She does know this. The quick plays usually benefit you the most when it comes to these kind of games.
And the first time Hannah's actually going to receive the ball. So hopefully they've got something up their sleeve now to get that back up into their attacking end.
Oh, drop ball by Danielle from Canada, but unlucky.
Yeah, she was unlucky there. Had a chat to her yesterday, and as you mentioned, she is from Canada as well.
She is. Nickname is Canada. Probably one of the strongest small people I've played with.
She's just, I don't think have you met her?
Yeah, I met her the other morning at the breakfast.
She's a delight, yes. Oh, now on the field comes, I think that's Nicole, one of the twins, Nicole Nathan.
Yeah, it was Nicole Nathan in the number 1 jersey, playing from the Hamilton Hawks Club.
She's under 18. She's one of our babies, and she's doing really well. She's playing in the tight 5. Let's see how she goes.
The referee just not happy with the way that scrum was twisting there. So he's going to head over to the tight side. And you can hear out there the Hunter women really picking up their talk as well off the back of that try.
That's
the
right.
enthusiasm certainly has them bouncing around out there.
The talk will definitely set the tone, so I'm hoping it works. Fiji with a strong scrum too. It's anyone's ball, really.
Off the back now, Rockerna, she's calling for it, gets it, throws the long ball, as we've seen her do, and this is the danger player out there, but taken nicely on the 22.
Mayer again with that amazing hit with Emma Bradford. They're doing a really good, these two combos.
So Burns, we know what she can do, and she takes about 4 with her that time and gets them into the 22 this time. So now, Rockerna, she's calling for the ball, gets the ball, going wide now.
That's
and
a good chase
great
up there
hands.
by Hannah.
But great hands as well as the ball goes over. But it was a very good defensive set there by the Hunter women's side.
As we said in the first half, their problem was not running up to those players, and look at them, they're meeting up with them before they even get the ball. As you can see, whenever Fijiana does pass the ball, it floats. A lot of their balls do float. They don't shoot out like a bullet. So I'm hoping they can just meet them before that ball gets to them. Interceptions, tackles, they will be a lot easier.
Off the top.
Good line out there by Jamison and Wilson.
Yeah, she's very good in the area, isn't she, Jamison?
Yeah, she is really good. Likes to keep it simple.
Now offside for Fijiana, penalty to Hunter.
Got some good mic skills herself, Jamison, as the ball goes forward and over the halfway now. So, again, the Hunter side into the Fijiana half, and they'll pick and drive now. Good option.
Good
Looking
train,
to keep it tight.
Good train bridging by Hunter. They know that the first player is just not working, so they're putting in a bit more and pick and driving, I can see.
Yeah, definitely a good idea at the moment. Just get themselves set and sort of suck in Fijiana a little bit and then send it out wide.
Taking it forward there is Medlin.
feel like Hunter's picking up this second half.
Yeah, certainly.
Definitely.
They've got a spring in their step. Wilson now goes across field.
Keep it
Hard to
strong.
put down herself, and here's Jamison with the inside ball.
Now that's Melissa Whittingham.
Yeah, Mel Whittingham lives across the road from Townsend Oval.
That's right. She's pretty fast. No one knows this, but she's actually called Speedy Gonzalez to all her teammates.
Oh, nice clean
Good
out there.
pick up by Daniil.
Good show of defence here by Fijiana. Now they counter up. They
Great hit there by Fijiana. Hunter needed to get that ball out quick.
flooded the breakdown, and here's a little short ball. Let's see how quick she is.
Yeah,
Oh, great work
by Liz
there.
Kennedy there.
Liz Kennedy, great tackle. Great defence by her and Talia Goldsmith.
Yeah, nice work coming across Liz Kennedy. What a covering tackle that was. We thought, we know we've got a lot of place out there for Cecilia on the wing, but Kennedy came across and cut it down.
Yeah, good work there by Kennedy. Just wish Hunter would have got that ball out a little bit faster because they did have numbers out towards the left. But unfortunately, it is what it is. But they got the line out back.
Oh, strong in the air by Jamison again. Now a short ball, Medlin.
Now, Danielle Friend does keep popping the ball off to Nomi. They do know these players. She should start spreading a bit more, cut behind Nomi at least. So cut her out because they're all putting a lot of
turnover. So now they go wide. Looking to create a 2-on-1, and they do just that.
Good cover there by Hunter. That
great
could have
cover.
been dangerous there, that little flick pass, but good cover by Hunter.
Levere, 1-on-1. She's
Great work by one of the babies, Emma Bradford.
She's showing she can do it, so now they drive forward, and here she is again. Now she's driven back. She stands. Can she get the ball away? Levere. Now they're 2 metres out.
Great defence by Churchy. So Jessica Church has picked up Levere and dragged her back.
Burns
Great drive by Burns.
tries
there.
to barge away over.
People on her then.
Oh, dummy show. Go. And is she over? Yes, she is.
Over.
Rocky Ono goes over for a well-worked individual try. So try to Fiji right under the sticks.
And a great run by Burns there in the try assist. She tends to, when she runs, not just run straight, but also runs really high. So it is hard for people to get her down when her legs are still pumping as well. The Hunter girls need to secure her legs. There she is running, and then take her down that way.
Yeah, she always drags in 3 or 4 defenders, doesn't she? So hard, and then on the front foot.
Fantastic work, yeah.
Unlucky there by Hunter. They were outnumbered a little bit. I think they had a few backs on the Fijiana forwards, which just wasn't going to help.
Well, Rocco Ono, she's looking to convert her own try here. Straight in front, the easiest one of the night.
Hopefully she does get this.
I'm a bit worried, I don't know.
43-7 is the score.
But yeah, Burns has been leading her team quite well. She's been doing
And the flags go up. So, as we expected, the score advances 45-7.
I am surprised about the structure that Fijiana are running. I was expecting after the ACT game a little bit, maybe a bit more sevens play, but they've been pretty fixed and structured, really.
Yeah, definitely. And talking to some of the hierarchy from Fiji Rugby during the week as well, the 15-a-side game is what they're really concentrating on. Not that they want to get away from the 7-style rugby. I guess it's natural for them, but a bit more structure in this 15-a-side was what they were looking for.
Well,
and
they've
certainly
been definitely doing that, and I think it's fantastic.
Oh, here she is again. Burns bumping off 1, 2, 3. Get out of my way, but no, the Hunter women swarm her, and she's taken down.
Cutting that space off. Good work, Danielle.
Little second man play.
Nice tackle by Emma Bradford. Now it's on Liz and Nomi for the next run.
Yeah,
Great
good
tackle
cover
there by
again.
Naomi Medlin.
Naomi Medlin, she has probably been the best back out there for mine. She's been in everything. Good cover defence.
She is a great back. I did love how Fijiana got that ball out in about 3 passes from one side to the other. That's what Hunter's not doing. They're sort of staggering their passes a little bit. Fijiana are hitting 3 people and they're already on the other side.
Well, it's kind of sticking to one person, so I think their aim is to spread the ball a bit more, but once it hits a few certain players, they do keep the ball in and run the ball instead of passing it. They should pass it. It should be floating out, so that way players like Mayo or players like Liz can at least make some meters.
Big scrum going in here. Let's see if Hunter can maybe keep the ball, keep it secure and not have the overturn.
So defensive line set. We do have Liz Kennedy on the right. Maybe an opportunity for Jamison to look at the short side here. And the scrum just getting reset here. Yeah, looking. Someone's going to earn the ire of Nick Gall in a minute, and maybe a penalty to be blown.
What's going on there if the scrum's not set properly?
I think because they're engaging and pushing before he makes his call.
Yeah, he's good control at the set piece, young Nick Gall. So here's Goldsmith with the feed. Kennedy looking for
Good
it. No,
work
I
there by
thought.
Hunter, much better.
Yeah, good scrum. Here's Medlin cutting back in towards the forwards. Good run. There was opportunity on the outside, but
There was.
they go there
They're going
now,
there now.
and here we go. There is trouble out there. The crowd urging them on. So penalty advantage there. Short ball to Jamison.
Great
Oh,
run
that is
there.
a big hit. Good run.
Good run there by Jessica Church.
Oh, sorry, Jessica Church it was. Having no care for her body whatsoever that time.
She doesn't. I live with Jess, and she's probably most bruises I've ever seen on a person after a game of rugby.
Yeah, self-preservation is not her game.
Well, we certainly saw it there. It was a good run.
So similar to Tammy, Jessica's been around in rugby, Hunter rugby, for quite some time. She hasn't joined the Hunter rugby in a long time either, but she's one of those that could take any hit, any tackle, depending on size. Nothing.
Another penalty there. Goldsmith looking for the quick one again. This time Fiji retreat quickly. Nice flat ball to Medlin. Medlin almost squeezing through the gap. There's trouble if they can get the ball quickly out to the right. But they pick and drive instead. But Kennedy was unmarked.
Trying to hold her up. Hunter's trying to do a pick and drive.
Yeah, pick and drive, but good defence by Fijiana.
It's just not going to work. They need to spread that
It looks
ball.
like they may have turned the ball over on their line, and they have. Fiji set up for the exit.
Yep.
Comes back. And that's a nice clearing kick. No, it doesn't. Yes, it will find touch, will it? No, turns Goldsmith around under pressure, and she goes out with the ball, so good result in the end.
Would have been great if Hunter could have had that back, but obviously a bit too much pressure there for Tar with Fiji. Very, very quick.
It was very quick play there. What a nice inside ball to Naomi, though. Like, Naomi was running with some pace.
Yeah, good flat ball there to know. Actually did a bit of a fend as well, just couldn't reach that line.
Okay, this line out. It's now, it's
Good pick up there by Haley.
yeah, just an unfortunate bounce for Fijiana. It's come towards Hunter. It's now their ball. Now Jade off a flat ball from Talia Goldsmith.
Swung around there as well, and
That's Annika Jameson again.
yeah, driven back that time, but gets the ball back cleanly.
Now this is Steph Klimovic. G was looking forward to her playing.
Yeah, Steph's a great player. She's a solid forward, always hits hard and always runs really hard too.
Oh, nice work there, looking to offload the ball. Great hands. Now they offload.
Now Emma Bradford for
They
the
need to
hit.
get the
and
ball
she's
away.
got it.
Oh, lovely hit on the fullback there. Oella going down, and they try and
Okay, coming from the. They look like it's coming from the side, but nice try from Emma. Just trying to put
inside
that
ball.
pressure.
This is dangerous, but around the bootlaces,
Good
nicely
hit from
done.
Churchy. Nice work.
Hunter need to look out wide to that left. They've got no players and 4 Fiji players standing out wide.
Well, luckily for the pass there, and it went to ground. They come across now the Hunter women's side. There's still trouble holding the ball in one hand. Inside ball, and that'll be
Very lucky there, Hunter. Could have been dangerous when
A
they had
knock on.
1-on-4.
Yeah, unfortunate for Fijiana, but like I said, they're picking up their game. Hunter's picking up their game, so that's great.
so it'll be a scrum time.
Now, maybe if Fijiana does either one, win this scrum, or two, are really strong in their rucks, they'll be able to flip this over because they're so close to the Hunters' try line. they could probably get another easy try. But given how Newcastle have been performing against for the second half, let's hope they're able to either one, kick it out or get this ball out of there.
Hunter look like they're making a sub.
Yeah, looks like a sub.
Yeah, that's Jade for Teresa. So
coming on.
Jade Wilson, who's done really well today, especially with the forward pack. Switching in for her sister-in-law, Teresa Villiamas.
Yeah, Villiamas, she's a very good player in her own right, isn't she?
Very good. Her and her husband, Jade's
Yes,
brother, fantastic.
definitely.
Actually, whole family, great at rugby.
I feel like it's in the food they eat, or the water they drink. But they do exceptionally well, yes. Now, Teresa Williams has been coming from a calf injury lately, so I'm hoping it does hold up, especially for the rest of this game. Jade does look like she may still have some fuel in her, but let's hope she doesn't stay off the field too long.
That ball kicked into touch. Not the best touch finder, so the pressure will be on.
Yeah, Danielle did kick it too close to home. We may need to win this line out.
Yeah, definitely. And it'll be interesting to see how the Fijiana attack this. Do they set up in the rolling maul, look to use the back line? They've got a couple of players out.
I think their 1, 2, and 3 are doing so well. They really just need to roll that in.
Yeah, well, they've got a couple of players out. They've got the 8, the 6 standing in the back line. So.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. Oh, that's a Hunter win.
Oh, that's a Hunter win, and the ball goes to ground.
Oh, but it is a.
So unlucky there.
So
Fijiana making wholesale changes now.
that was a close one. They could have scored that try.
10 minutes remaining in the match.
And it is 45-7.
45-7 the score.
Ooh, that's a, yeah. But what can you do, right? So all Hunter can do from this is take it back to the drawing room and build off it.
I guess it places them, they're not too far away from that ACT academy side that played the other day with the scores in a similar amount, I guess, for want of a better word. So definitely great things for Hunter Women's Rugby.
Definitely is.
The ball goes down to ground and under all sorts of pressure.
Yeah,
Friend gets it away, though, off the outside of the boot.
But again, it's a bit too close to home. So that's what we said before, is whether or not Fijiana will do a rolling maul or they'll pass it out. But again, their flankers are dropping back into the back line.
Ball comes down.
Penalty to Hunter.
So nice work drawing the penalty there. Nice, it's a knock on. So it'll be a scrum. Under pressure still will the scrum be. They'll have to get an exit, maybe a hit up, crash ball, then kick.
Yeah, I would like to see a crash ball. Hunter have been practicing their crash balls at training, so hopefully we'll see that a little bit now.
A better scrum by the Hunter women's side, and as we said, Medlin now with the crash ball. She's the go-to player for that particular play.
I think
Helmus,
she goes how forward. She runs. She runs similar to Captain Burns. Not as strong, not as big, but she does do her work.
Comes out now.
Loose ball, and it's sitting on Annika. Oh, the ball has been lost.
Ball comes out, so
Hunter look a bit disorganised.
Yeah, a little bit scrappy coming out of their own 22.
Sort of popping out everywhere. Forwards aren't really ready. They can just get their pods organised a little bit more. I think they'll get a bit more ball.
I think they are trying to get the ball out of the ruck a bit faster, just because they know Oh, okay. We have another interchange. We have the other twin, Leilani Nathan, and also Lupe Nungatavai.
And Marimoto from the Fijiana side coming on.
That is correct. So
can't miss a hair.
So now now for the Hunter team, there is also 4 under 18 girls playing. So I hope they do really well for their first debut. We have Annika Butler also coming on. You know, she's a Australian gymnast gold medalist. AKA.
There you go.
I just winked. Yep. Yeah. So let's see how Fijiana go off this scrum.
Well, good scrum by Hunter women. Somehow it goes against them though. They might have pushed too early. Looking for the wide ball. Finding the wide ball. Looking for something inside. Good work by Madeline coming to cover, but it's been called a knock on.
Now, I really want to see how Lupe does play. I know that Jade was talking about how Steph is kind of the go-to play for her at the moment, and Jade. At the moment, I really want to see how Lupe does with this kind of team. She's in 7. She's extremely strong, palming people off, running through, strong ball runner. So I'm seeing how she goes against the Fijiana team. Now we have both the twins in second row. We've got Nicole and Leilani. Leilani's luckily playing for she was being selected for the merit squad for the UNE Sevens. So she's fast.
Speed to burn for our viewers out there on Bar TV Sports. 22 out. Fijiana looking for some more points as we edge towards full time in this match. As the ball comes out. Now the inside ball, the gap opens up, a great tackle. Good line, great tackle, great rugby on display here at number 2 Sports Ground, Newcastle.
Good work there by Jessica Church in defence. Good idea.
Now the long ball. This could be trouble here. Lavere taken down nicely though. The cover defence.
Yep.
The cover defence has been unbelievable out there for Hunter Women's. Even though the scoreline suggests otherwise, but that's a good run.
Good run.
Bulakobo.
Hunter need to get a bit up further on the line and make a bit more, I think, noise towards the defence.
They just need to cut them off. When Fijiana get at that speed, they're just going to bullet straight through, so cut them off.
Stepping off the left. Goldsmith up around the neck there, so nothing in it.
Nothing in it. She just happened to move and Tara happened to jump up.
So this will be trouble here.
Talia's getting a bit more vocal with the girls, advising them to run up, get off that line.
Don't know if she'd be that nice about it.
So Tale out there.
It's probably a bit meaner, but let's just say she said that, okay?
If Hunter get up in their face, they will actually secure that ball back. They're giving Fiji too much room to run.
Well, here they come now. They're running at the Hunter line. Good line speed shown by the women's side as it comes across, and this could be trouble here. Bulakobo, nice offload there, but cut down again at the death by the Hunter side.
Yep, Annika Butler and also Churchy with that amazing hit.
Penalty, though.
Unlucky there for Hunter. This is probably their 4th penalty, 22 off their line.
Can they take any more? That's the question. The question's been answered, that's for sure. Marimar goes over.
Great run there by Fijiana. Hunter just unlucky in that instance. I think they had a forward running at the backs, which isn't always fun if you're the back defending. But Hunter just need to step up. Actually moving forward off their line. They seem to be a bit flat there. If they can get up in Fiji's face, they've seen it before, they do put a lot more pressure on them and their passes don't always get executed.
That is correct.
As we see the kick in front of the sticks. Lovely little flat ball to Marimar, the hooker. Jeez.
I've got to say, though, that tight 3 in the Fijiana team, really, really inspirational play, you girls.
Yeah, definitely. And we're so used to seeing the Fijiana side in the sevens set up for Bar TV Sports, and it's brilliant watching big players doing their thing out there.
Big fast forward players, they're just running straight through. They're like bullets. So if you don't catch them, they're just going to cut straight through you.
So another converted try there, Fijiana. The score moves on 52-7.
Great kick by Rocco Ono. She's doing really well, and still, I think she ran out that tension in her leg.
On a positive though, Hunter, being a local representative side playing an international team, are doing really well. They all seem positive. They're all running back to the line, so no one's sort of walking back. I think they're doing pretty well considering.
That's right. You know, like we said, it's experience and inexperience combined together. They have been training for quite some time, but it's good. It's, like I said, take it back to the drawing board, learn from this. It's a great experience.
I think definitely some positives to take out of it. The defence out there, even though the scoreline has blown out, but some of the tight defence has been amazing out there. The scrum with the original forward pack out there certainly held its own early on in the match. So definitely the set piece is something to be proud of by this Hunter women's side against a much bigger Fijiana side.
Absolutely. And the pressure there by Jamison and Naomi Medlin, that's exactly what they need to do. They put pressure on two players and the pass didn't come through.
Oh, good quick hands there on the short side, stepping back infield, keeping it alive.
Vaiti Koa doing that with her good run. Really good run to run back in like that instead of getting pushed over the line.
That one bouncing off the chest there of Vakalala as they go forward, and Rayosa taken to ground now. Going across field, little kick in behind, could be dangerous. Goldsmith playing the sweeping role there, and we know how quick she is, and very good pick up there. And Medlin now looking to go across field and link up with the wing. Oh, a little shoulder check there, and she hit the deck.
It is that hesitation that will get the ball lost.
So the quick tap taken, Fijiana. They look a little bit tired. Plenty of attacking. Goldsmith looming around. Now they go across. Whittingham offloads it. They need some more direct running, and they turn the ball over.
Direct running up the middle would be definitely a benefit for Hunter. Stop running out so wide, save your energy, and keep it in the forward.
Not only that, when they do run wide, they cut off their back space. So what can, if their wingers are just going to be versing the same players that they've just brought over there?
Kick downfield, so not the usual option we see from Fijiana, and that's a very good kick chase, wasn't it?
Great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ravato.
Would have been good if maybe I ran into some other players so they could have some support there, but still very well by Fijiana.
Yeah, penalty taken, isolated, so the plan worked. They take the quick tap, and now the Hunter women's side, they are looking out on their feet now.
So they need to watch that 10, 20, 30. As you can see, they're setting up. But as you can see also with the Fijiana team, they're spreading it now. Because look at Hunter Women's, they're clustering right near the ruck, so they know they can just run around them. Tammy Clay's looking to come back on. Let's see what the old bull will bring back.
Yeah, Tammy Clay coming to the sideline, as you mentioned.
I think Hunter are looking for the line out here. My recommendation, if I was a forward, I'd be wanting the line out. They're winning all their line outs at the moment, not so much their scrum.
That is correct, yeah. They're really getting pushed down under those big scrums from Fijiana.
So ball finds touch. Good chance here.
Now we have Rayoisa also coming in off subs before for Fijiana.
Up again, Jamison. Nice work. So now the ball looking to be spread wide.
Now this is Nicole running off the hit.
Yeah, that's Nathan. Stepping. Good run there. A quick tap taken.
She cuts it out.
Oh, Medlin goes without the ball. Advantage played, and it spills out.
Penalty brought back to Fijiana. Hunter had it there. They just needed to use the hands all the way out to the wing. Spread it out wide.
They're aiming for those bullet runs in, but Fijiana is so good with their defense. They really need to start spreading it and count on our speed on the outside. Our wingers haven't seen it yet, so they do need those kind of passes to go out.
So it wouldn't be too long to go in the match. But certainly the second half by the Hunter women's side has been very impressive, hasn't it?
Their defence has definitely improved. Oh, and they've got
it's 15-7 the score, so
that's definitely
that shows
better than the
how
first
well
half.
they've gone. Or 18-7, sorry.
Great step by Lupe. Also passing it back to Talia Goldsmith, and a big run by Annika.
She's got through a lot of work, hasn't she, today?
She's been thrown
Jamison
around, but she's been getting straight back up, like we said.
So
Penalty there to Hannah. I was not releasing by Fijiana. Annika Jamison was on the ground and rolling, and Fijiana need to make sure that they release.
Yeah, dragging her by the foot off the field doesn't work anymore. I don't think, but it's fine.
Yeah, having a chat out there Just a little explanation of the rules. So looking for touch now. We'll find it. That's a nice kick. And
Good kick there by Tar.
I think she's been hiding these kicks in her foot. I think so, yeah. Taking at least 30 metres right there.
And Hannah is throwing in 2-4-6.
ball off the top.
Great catch by Annika again. Lupe, ball with Lupe. Now maybe she runs forward instead of sideways. It might gain some more metres. Cut it out again.
And here comes
And
the
Annika
Hunter
Butler.
side.
Annika Butler's run straight.
Oh, lovely little in and away, but taken around the bootlaces on the far side. Now looking to get some quick ball themselves, the Hunter women's side. They want to get on the scoreboard again. They've made a very good account of the second half.
Great run there by Steph.
Yeah.
Probably need to find the bigger forwards first like this. Tammy Clay's going in as well. If they could just do maybe 3 or 4 pistol.
Yeah, 3 or 4 phases and then look to send it out wide.
Mel Whittenham with that run. They're going straight to the same place.
But that's all right. Good composure shown as they look to get inside that 22. And now the counter up. Play on. The ball was on the hands.
It's on Danielle from Canada. And good place, good run.
Great counter ruck there by Fijiana.
Yeah, lovely work there. And now they come up with the ball. Fijiana.
Unlucky for Hunter there.
So they'll be looking
As
to
we
make a count straight away. Spinning away from the tackle. Now.
Great tackle by
Come
Jessica
on, Ty.
Church. Straight around the legs.
Over halfway.
nice clean by Rini Dunivuni.
Marama.
Or-
Over halfway.
Norella, the fullback for Fijiana, we haven't seen her as much, but when she does get involved, she does make an impact.
Oh, lovely work there, finding a bit of space. Rayosa.
Good run by Reyesa.
Yeah, lovely work. And now still looking for runners. Searching, going across field, straightening now up to the 22. And they're still going Fijiana. Little ball out wide. And this will be the try she's been searching for all game. Lavere stepping around and finishing off the night for the Fijiana side.
Great work by Fijiana. I think they just caught the Hunter winger off a little bit, which is Annika Butler. But it was just hands the whole time. At one stage, had 4-on-1. Hunter just need to make sure that they're spreading out wide. But it was great work by Fijiana.
That's right. So they did catch not just Annika Butler as well, also Emma Bradford off their feet. So really, really fast work from the Fijiana team. Now I think Rokona is going for her. What's this? Her 18th conversion.
Well, the Fiji Anna side looking to set up, so maybe they are playing the second half full complement.
Now it's a bit windy, but I feel like she may be able to get this over. And again, ooh,
Oh, she's hit the post and it goes over.
what a lucky bounce from Rocco Ono.
Well, when the luck's going your way, it's going your way.
That is correct.
And certainly,
I feel like the Irish might say that later today. We'll see.
Fijiana, it's not all luck. They've been very well drilled and their natural skills have certainly shone out here today.
I'm not going to lie, I think it's maybe from that amazing breakfast that they had yesterday.
It was a big breakfast, wasn't it?
Yeah, big sponsorship from the Hawthorn Club, as well as being Human Movement. A lot of our sponsors helped us out. Good kick from Danielle.
Collaborative Constructions, I believe, was a big part of the breakfast.
Yeah, Greater Union Bank.
Yeah, good support for local women's rugby here in Newcastle. And, of course, Newcastle bidding for that big World Cup, which we certainly have the capacity in the stadia to host an event like that.
Oh, we can host racing. I think we can host rugby.
Less pollution as well.
Are you sure?
Maybe not noise pollution. as we get back into it. Of course, we are referring to the Supercars here in Newcastle, which is a lovely event put on by the City of Newcastle as well. But it would be great to pair that with the Women's World Cup.
It would. Newcastle's produced some great Wallaroos in their time as well. We've currently got 3. Katrina Barker and Alana Patterson played in the last World Cup as well.
And Sarah Reardon as well.
Yeah, Sez did as well. All from the Hunter, and we've got a lot of ex-Wallaroos players as well.
Now we've got Leilani up with the run. And as you can see, whenever Leilani runs up, her twin's not far behind. So we've got Nicole also there with the clean out.
So penalty blown, quick tap taken, but not on the mark. This time she didn't get away with that one.
Yeah, I think they would have let her through with that one. You just saw how nice they treated her.
Fijiana about to make a change as well.
So we have Cecilia coming on.
Namatasere in the 11. We saw how quick she was. So Lavere with the try.
I think they've decided if we've got them with strength, maybe we should try speed too. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Maybe that's the case, but it's going to be a penalty, not releasing. And they're going to look to keep the ball in play.
Tammy going up for the hit.
She's had a good game, Tammy Clay. The Epsom Salts will be running in the bath in the morning.
Yep.
As they drive forward now, the Hunter women's side.
Klimovic up with a hit too. So this is good. Keeping it basic, but what a good clean out by Fijiana again. Stole the ball from the ruck.
Lovely ball getting through the middle. Lovely
Great tackle
run.
there by Jessica Church again.
Yeah, she's been everywhere. Church today. She's been probably the best on the field, I'd go close to saying.
Has a stellar game.
Oh, lovely show and go. Oh, what about the palm?
Oh,
what
Roella.
about the speed?
Roella
Here
with
they
that
go. Roella will get over for a try.
Unlucky for Liz taking that palm from Ruella. What an amazing try. Score to Fijiana again.
That was a great 50-metre run there by Fijiana. Great palm. Unlucky there by Liz from Hannah, but still great effort.
You know, just shake it off your chin and keep going. That's all we can say.
Shake it off your chin. I tell you what, that was one of the best palms you will see in rugby across all levels across the world. What about that? The speed, the strength.
Yeah.
As she raced forward, almost getting caught though.
By Annika. I feel like she slowed down because she was just like, I think I'm through. And she was definitely through. Convincing try there by Roella. And I was saying before, wasn't I? I was like, the fullback, we haven't seen her much, but when we do, cause some havoc.
It's good effort by Hannah girls. This will be the 9th conversion.
Let's do basic maths. I think it's 9.
Well, it's 64-7.
Close enough.
That ball struck nicely and sails right over the black dot.
Good work to Rocco.
So that'll be full time here in the Fijiana tour match against the Hunter women's side. And quickly before we go, your thoughts on the game, ladies?
I think Fijiana played superb. I was expecting it to be a really hard game. Probably my pick would be Captain Burns from Fijiana with her running, awesome. And from Hannah, I would say Jessica Church would have been up there with one of my top picks. Just sort of, it's everywhere in defence. Always tackling, always jumping on anything. Probably not carrying the ball as much as she normally does, but her defence was fantastic.
For me as well, I feel like with the Hunter women's, the flankers, they really depended on their flankers with this one, especially Annika Jameson and also Jessica Church. They just did their job. They were there for every tackle, every clean out, where they could. For the Fijiana side, Emma was standing out to me big time, as well as, definitely Burns and Roella, the fullback. So all three of them were exceptional to me tonight.
Well, thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in to Bar TV Sports around Australia and indeed around the world. Thanks to all the support. It's been a big day here, of course. Catch everything on the King of Grassroots TV across the weekend. Thanks very much. I'm Gareth Wazik, and we'll catch you next time.